After last week's collapse of talks between the Electoral Commission and the rival coalitions, IEBC Chairman Wafula Chebukati had challenged President Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga to rescue the situation by directly engaging with the Commission. And today, Chebukati appeared to have been partly granted his wish when NASA presidential candidate Raila Odinga led his running mate Kalonzo Musyoka to Bomas for a date with IEBC. But after more than 3 hours of talks, the principals walked out, leaving it to Siaya Senator and Odinga's confidant James Orengo to brief the press.
That in this meeting, none of the issues that were raised as irreducible minimum for purposes of holding an election within the 60 days required by the Constitution and the Supreme Court from the date of the determination of the election petition on the 1st of September 2017, none of those demands that we made have been met or responded to. And we left on the basis that nothing has been agreed. Nothing is agreed until it is agreed.
But there were hints of a climb down from NASA hitherto hardline stance on bare minimum pre-election conditions that it has dubbed as irreducible minimums. Orengo suggesting the opposition was willing to entertain dialogue if Jubilee shelved debate on the amendments it has sponsored in Parliament. Because,
as I said, nothing is agreed until it is agreed. And they have not answered our questions. If we get appropriate answers in the next 2 or 3 hours, then our position is not cast in stone. But
NASA also keen on piling pressure away from the negotiation table by insisting on street protest.
I want to point out that our demonstrations will continue on Friday as arranged all over the country. If we go the route that the Commission has set out, then it will be an election which is held within 60 days, but an election which will not be held in accordance with the Constitution, the applicable law, and the determination of the Supreme Court.
The opposition also unhappy with the international community threats to punish radicals frustrating the planned election.
We are not going to be blackmailed. We are not enthusiastic about going to the United States of America. America also had its own problems. There is the hurricane that just happened in Puerto Rico, where 3 million U.S. citizens require assistance and help.
NASA wants Chief Executive Officer Ezra Chiloba and other senior officers out of IEBC as part of the irreducible minimum demands. It is opposed to IEBC choices of ballot printer and elections transmission system provider. It accuses Al Ghurair and Oti Mofo of colluding with others, including Safaricom, to allegedly rig elections against Odinga. A meeting between the NASA technical team and a section of IEBC commissioners also failed to soften positions. Stephen Leto, The Big Question.